The Affordable Care Act has forced Americans to acquire insurance or face stiff penalties. And like many other institutions, insurance companies are not immune to fraud. According to Dr. Kenneth Fisher's allegations, Noridian Mutual Insurance Company permitted some of its members to receive more benefits than other members on the same insurance plan. Dr. Fisher alleges that the practice may be costing members millions in increased premiums and other costs. There is also fraud in times of crisis when people need help the most. 2 Hurricane Katrina whistleblowers have shown that a State Farm insurance company committed fraud against the federal government in the mishandling of a homeowner's claim after the devastating 2005 storm, according to a federal jury in Mississippi. In New York, there has been reported fraud surrounding Hurricane Sandy as well. State officials are investigating whether Tri-State Consumer Insurance Company is illegally refusing to participate in a mediation program established to help Superstorm Sandy victims get fair settlements for damage to their homes. Insurance fraud is well documented. The FBI estimates that insurance fraud costs U.S. families as much as $700 a year in increased premiums, and that's not even counting health insurance. And one of the largest insurance fraud cases in recent history, Building 7 of the World Trade Center.
I remember getting a call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. And I said, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
This would be the equivalent of 2 neighboring houses burning to the ground, so you blew yours up and were still able to collect the insurance money. Silverstein would go on to say that he meant pull out the first responders. You can debate what would happen to a building struck by a plane, but Building 7 is a controlled demolition if I ever saw one. You can find more reports at Infowars.com.
It was almost as if it were a planned implosion. It just pancaked.
Well, pancaking almost like a precision implosion.
It's reminiscent of those pictures we've all seen too much on television before, when a building was deliberately destroyed by well-placed dynamite to knock it down.
All non-ships will break up. We will wait for that collapse.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere, and that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.